Good afternoon. We have with us today Professor Reetika Khera from IIT Delhi, and we're going to talk a little bit about employment and the right to work and the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, on which Professor Khera has been working for many years. So let me start by asking you, in the past few months particularly, but leading up also over the years, there's been a lot of talk in India, also elsewhere, about jobless growth, about the crisis in employment and so forth. Now, having worked on the idea of right to work and on NREGA, how do you see discussion of the right to work in this context today?
Right. I guess there are two responses. One is that if one believes in the right to life with dignity, then there are two possibilities, I would imagine. One is to ensure that people have work so that they can earn their own living and lead a life with dignity. Or if one is unwilling to do that, then to have some forms of social support that would allow people to at least meet their basic needs, etc. So I think that, and given these days the sort of visceral dislike there is amongst policymakers towards forms of social support that are not also asking people, so there's a preference for workfare over welfare. I would imagine that the right to work is definitely an important thing to be thinking much harder about. The other thing maybe that's sort of related is this whole discussion around artificial intelligence and how that's going to eat up a lot of jobs, and that this dream of full employment is we're just chasing something that's not going to ever happen. I feel that if it is true that these technologies are likely to gobble up a lot of jobs, I still believe that it's a choice variable, right? It's a policy decision, and if it seems that these technologies are going to eat up jobs that people value, then one should have some sort of safeguards there, rather than just going with the flow and like as if we don't have any agency. So yeah, I think that this is a good time to be talking about the right to work, given that there is a dislike for doles or handouts, and also because there is this sort of defeatism with respect to the discussion around new technologies that are supposed to be eating up people's jobs.